If there is one thing you need to master, it's the subway. I've been using this system for 21 years and I know how overwhelming it can be at first. Even for those of us who have lived here for a long time. Trust me, I've been lost plenty of times when I was learning the route. But that's why I'm here. To guide you through the ins and outs so you can experience the best of Seoul without getting lost. Stick around and you'll be a subway pro at the end of this video. To use the subway, you'll need a transportation card. Your usual card from home won't work, so most people recommend the T-Money card. It's popular, reliable, and easy to use. But from my experience, I think the Wowpass card might be an even better option for visitors who want convenience. Here's why a Wowpass can be a great choice. It's not just for transportation. Wowpass doubles as a debit card, so you can load your money onto it and use it almost everywhere in Seoul, from subway to shops. This way, you don't have to carry lots of cash. I won't get into every Wowpass detail here, since the video is focused on the subway, but I'll cover it more in a guide on essential items for traveling in Seoul, so stay tuned for that. To make the most of Seoul Subway, you need a reliable app. I personally prefer Naver Map. It's straightforward and provides a lot of useful features, which make navigating so much easier. Kakao Map is popular too, but for me, I think the Naver app is the easiest to start with. This Naver Map does more than just showing maps. It guides you to specific entrances and exits, give real-time updates on train schedules, and even show platform details. This is especially useful when you're trying to avoid walking a lot or want the fastest route. I used to get nervous about missing my stop. One time, I fell asleep and woke up 2 hours later, still on the same line. But with Naver app's alert feature, you'll never miss your station. It notifies you that you have to get off at the next station and which exit you should be heading. You don't have to worry about language barrier because you can change it to English in the setting. I'll show you how it's done. Let's say you want to go to Myeongdong from Hongdae station. Type your departure in the upper box and destination in the lower box. Now, it shows you multiple options. Best is what this app recommends. Short transfer is literally what it means, but sometimes I had to walk a lot following this course. And less walk? I think this could be your favorite option. You press go button and this app will follow you. As you scroll down, you'll see all the information I mentioned about Naver app, such as the schedule of train, which side of the door would open. I mean, you can't get lost with this thing. Seoul's subway system has 23 lines, which might seem overwhelming. But as a tourist, you'll probably use a few key lines. Let's start with AREX, the Airport Railroad Express. This line connects Incheon Airport to Seoul Station. There are two options, the all-stop train and the express train. The all-stop train takes about 50 minutes from Terminal 2 to Hongdae and costs about 4,000 to 5,000 Korean won. The express train is a bit faster at 43 minutes to Seoul Station with reserved seating, costing 9,500 Korean won. If you're looking for a quick, comfortable ride after a long flight, the express train is a good option. But remember, the express train only stops at Seoul Station and Incheon Airport Terminal 1 and 2, so plan accordingly. For getting around Seoul, Line 2, the green line, is essential and stops at vibrant areas such as Hongdae and Gangnam. It's convenient, affordable, and connects you to a lot of tourist spots. It's one of the best ways to explore the city on a budget. Line 4, the blue line, is perfect for shopping. It takes you to major shopping districts like Dongdaemun and Myeongdong, where you'll find everything from local fashion to big malls. If you're looking for shopping, this line's your best friend. Then we have Line 3, the orange line. This line is great for visiting cultural sites and quieter spots. It takes you to Gangnam Palace and the Bukchon Hanok Village area. Really perfect if you want a more traditional side of Seoul. Inside the stations, things can feel like a maze. Some stations have over 40 exits, but you don't have to worry about that. The signs are clear if you know what to look for. Take Digital Media City Station for example, one of my most frequented spots. When transferring from AREX, follow the signs carefully to reach the subway exit. If you're ever unsure, just check the exit numbers or use Naver app to see which exit to take. Most subway platforms in Seoul have trains going on both directions, which can be confusing. I see tourists circling around, unsure of the right direction. And hey, I do it too sometimes. Just don't stress about it. Use Naver app to check the stations along your route so you know exactly which direction to go. Now let's talk about etiquettes. These aren't strict rules, but locals follow certain unwritten guidelines. It's totally understandable if you're a visitor and aren't aware of them yet, but it's better to have a heads up. First, the priority seats. You'll find these at the end of each row, usually marked in color with icons indicating they are for elderly, pregnant, or disabled passengers. I'd recommend leaving these open as they're intended for those who really need them. When waiting, line up behind the screen doors. If you're at the front, stand close to the screen door. If you're too far back, others would assume you're not in the line and will stand in front. Well, this isn't to ignore you, it's just the norm here. And if someone's exiting, step to the side to let them out first. People here appreciate this small gesture. Another tip, if you're using the escalator, stand on the right side. I'm not sure where this started, but it's common to keep the left side clear for people who want to walk up or down quickly. Also, talking on the subway is totally fine. Just keep your volume down. I know you guys are really excited about your trip, but you'll notice no one else except you is talking on the subway. The subway is a shared place, so locals try to be considerate. It's a simple way to keep the ride pleasant for everyone. Next one, well, this is kind of obvious. Avoid eating on the subway. Well, of course you won't be kicked out because of this, but let's be honest. Loud, crunchy, or smelly snacks, they'll get you noticed, but in ways you might not want. Your pictures might get famous on the internet like these people. One last final info about Subway. If you can, try to avoid the subway during the rush hour. In Seoul, that's usually around 7 to 9 a.m. and 6 to 8 p.m. Trains get packed. You'll be squished by all those people. So if you're not in a hurry, going a little earlier or later can make your trip a lot more comfortable. To wrap up, with a Wowpass, a good app, and some basic etiquette, you'll navigate Seoul's subway system with ease. I personally feel proud of Seoul's public transit. Its reliability and accessibility make getting around simple even for locals like me. And here's something personal. I get a bit anxious about transportation when I travel. Especially anxious about what if the plan goes off the track. But Seoul Subway is really well connected. It lets me move freely without stress, and I hope you would feel the same way. Just follow this guide and you'll be all set. If this video was helpful, please subscribe. I'll be sharing more Seoul travel tips to make your experience even more better. Thanks for watching and enjoy your subway journey.